headlines in our daily life. In sports and in life, nothing beats.
From the Motor City, welcome to Tom Adams Field on the beautiful campus of Wayne State University, where another season of high school football waits us under the bright lights. Tonight, the 2024 Zenith Prep Kickoff Classic features your Clarkston Wolves and the Belleville Tigers for the first time in program history in season number 75 for the Blue and Gold. Hi again, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us on Independence Television. I'm Michael Rosencrantz. Well, last season was a little bit of a down year for Clarkston. They went 500 for the first time in program's history, but at the same time, when you look at this team going back to regionals last year, that's a bit of promise for this group. The Wolves are returning a lot of freshman players, including the four captains, Brady Beck, Drew Ball, and the Bowman brothers, Griffin and Lucas, who you can expect to see a lot of this season. Third-year head coach Justin Pintar has a lot of optimism going into the season, has a well-rounded group, and has his players growing on and off the field at practice for that march towards the playoffs. As for Belleville, exceptional offensive and defensive units as always, but it's the quarterback that garners all the attention, Bryce Underwood. I mean, how many times are we going to say his name? Bryce Underwood, 41 total offers, committed to LSU back in January. He has a 40-2 record as a starter. He's in his senior year with Belleville. Will be heading off to the Tigers after his senior year. Missed out on a three-peat of a state championship last year when they lost to Southfield Arts and Technology, so you can expect Belleville to play a little angry here today. Bryce Underwood, he's a natural playmaker. He runs the ball, passes the ball. He's a natural playmaker, rarely succumbs to pocket pressure. Simply put, Clarkston will have to be ready for anything and everything he brings to the game. Clarkston has a tough opponent, but the two teams are ready, and so are we. We're so excited to have you for the season opener. Kickoff, Clarkston and Belleville, coming up next. Season is underway, and that kickoff is going to go out of bounds, and right away, Clarkston's going to get excellent field position.
Illegal procedure. Kick out of bounds on the kicking team. Clarkston's ball, 1st and 10 from the 35.
Clarkston will get the ball starting from their 35. And Clarkston Nation will get the chance here to say hello to their new quarterback, Alex Washenko, a sophomore. Brady Collins might be the name that you're familiar with. Brady Collins transferred from Clarkston to Chippewa Valley, a name that Clarkston knows oh so well from the 2018 state championships when they were runner-ups to the Big Red. They're trying to get back to Ford Field, and it starts right here and right now. 1st and 10 from the 35 for your Clarkston Wolves. Washenko out of the gun, they motion back. He'll hand it off to him, and he's wrapped up immediately by Belleville. There's a flag on the play. So back-to-back penalties to start the game, illegal procedure on Belleville, and we await word on the flag here.
During the play, holding on the offense. That penalty is declined. 2nd down.
Holding on Clarkston that gets declined, so Clarkston will just get a loss of down, no extra yards tacked on for that holding penalty. Belleville taking a rather aggressive approach, trying to make Clarkston work with their downs that they have on their offensive possessions. Belleville, the #1 team in the state. Their defense trying to get a stop here. Washenko rolls right now, hands up the middle, and taken down immediately was Lucas Bowman.
Lucas Bowman, #1 on the carry. Andre Thomas.
How much water do you have? Do you think you have enough water that I can have something? I was just in a critical.
I just have this. Is there water out here? There should be a cooler with water if you want some. I'd ask them really quickly, but I'm sure they'd oblige. They got water for you. 3rd down and 8 to go for Clarkston. Just at the 37 in their own territory. Washenko rolls right. He's going to run up the middle, bounce off a couple of defenders, stay on his feet, and go all the way forward, but he's going to be short of the first down by about a yard or two. Andre Thomas on the stop. He got back-to-back tackles for Belleville. 4th and 3 from Clarkston's own 42-yard line. And Alex Washenko still out there. Coach Pintar in his 3rd year looking to get aggressive early. Fourth and 3, a big opportunity for Clarkston. Take the snap, a run up the middle, and they're going to be, I don't know, it's going to be close, and they're going to move the chains. That's a first down for Clarkston.
First and 10 now for the Wolves. Reed on the tackle.
Good run there by Lucas Bowman to keep the drive going. First and 10 for Clarkston at their own 46-yard line. Belleville's defense standing tall early. A gutsy play call from Coach Pintar, and it paid off here early. Washenko out of the gun, 2 in the backfield, 2 receivers down on the near side. Washenko gets the snap, jet sweep to Brady Beck, and he's taken down hard by Belleville. Deshaun Murray on the tackle.
Dodson with the tackle, along with Murray for the Tigers.
Belleville picking up on Clarkston's run game pretty quickly. Second and 9 for Clarkston. 8:50 to go in the first quarter. Scoreless here at Tom Adams Field on the beautiful campus of Wayne State University in Midtown Detroit on a blistering hot day. Washenko out of the pistol. He'll hand off again. Trying to push the pile, and a couple yards is all he'll get.
Lucas
Bowman on the carry again. Lucas Bowman getting the better part of the carries for Clarkston. Here to start off, his brother Griffin, now just coming off the sideline, number 38 in white and navy blue. 3rd and 7 coming up for Clarkston. Washenko gets the play call from offensive coordinator and quarterback coach Ryan Call, former quarterback himself at Ferris State University in Big Rapids, Michigan. Wolves are going to go trips up top. Washenko in the shotgun, Beck in the backfield. Washenko back to pass. Throws a slant, caught, and taken down immediately at midfield. Brody Rotter with the pass. Completion. And that's going to set up another 4th and short for Clarkston. Same exact play, 4th and 3. And what do you do here if you're Coach Pintar? He's keeping the offense on the field.
The ball at the 47, checked at the 48 of Belleville.
They'll spot the ball at the 48 in Belleville territory. 4th and 4 for Clarkston after they respot the ball. Another big opportunity for Clarkston here, trying to extend the drive. Washenko out of the gun, has the snap, and he'll kick it away. That's called plenty of room up the left side. Going to make a move. Slips a couple of tacklers, gets down the sideline, and finally goes out of bounds. Adrian Walker Jr. had a lot of time to think about it, but couldn't decide what he wanted to do, whether it was continue up the middle, go to the sideline, and Clarkston pushes him out of bounds. Belleville will take over on downs, and here is probably your biggest player to watch tonight, folks, Bryce Underwood. Senior quarterback for Belleville. Committed to LSU back on January 6th. He received 41 total offers before committing to LSU at the very beginning of 2024. Missed out on a three-peat state championship last year after the loss to Southfield Arts and Technology. So the Tigers will be playing angry here today. First snap from Underwood. A give up the middle. And taken down by T.J. Schaefer. That was Raymond Smith Jr. on the carry. TJ Schaefer, a tight end and defensive end for Clarkston. Belleville's going to go tempo. 2nd and 5 after the gain of 5. Underwood out of the pistol. He'll give up the middle again. Plenty of room up the middle, and he'll get the first down. That's Raymond Smith Jr. again.
Smith with the carry. Belleville picked up the first down.
So 2 carries for Belleville and a quick first down for the Tigers.
Griffin Bowman, number 38, with the tackle.
Griffin Bowman on the tackle for Clarkston. Belleville back to tempo. Underwood out of the gun. Rolls right, throws, caught. Got it complete to Antoine Thomas. Sheds a tackler and goes out of bounds.
Pass completed to Antoine
At the 48-yard line of Clarkston. And that's going to be enough for another first down. Belleville moving the ball quickly. And there you see that quick decision making by Bryce Underwood. So quick with his hands. Knows the plays in and out and fires a quick slant to Antoine Thomas for a big chunk play. Underwood again. And the ball's loose! And that's going to be picked up by Clarkston. And oh, they rule it incomplete as that's a forward pass. Wait a minute. Oh, I don't believe this. And there's also an injured Clarkston player down right now. That's Kean Lays, one of the defensive linemen for Clarkston. We'll take a quick break. No score in the first quarter. Injury timeout. We'll step away. Back here at Tom Adams Field, we hope that Kean Lays is going to be okay. Belleville gets another chance on a 2nd and 10 off of a controversial incomplete pass call that certainly looked like a fumble, but nonetheless we play on. Underwood out of the gun. Raymond Smith in the backfield. Underwood, he's going to keep it himself. Plenty of room up the right side. And with a burst of speed down the far side, he's gone. Flag on the play. It's a touchdown for Belleville, but we'll await word on the flag in the secondary.
With the carry and the touchdown.
That touchdown will not stand. That's a block in the back on the offense. Touchdown will not count. Clarkston gets a big break. They're going to spot Belleville at the 27-yard line of Clarkston. Underwood out of the gun. Has the snap, running off to the left side is Rayshawn Smith. Plenty of room up the left side. Breaks a tackle down the sideline. He's gone. Touchdown, Belleville. Rather, that's Adrian Walker Jr. on the carry. They motion the receiver, and it's a quick 6 for Belleville.
On the carry. Touchdown, Belleville Tigers. 27-yard carry. Make that a 27-yard pass play.
Adrian Walker Jr., the senior wide receiver and corner for Belleville. Belleville has plenty of seniors on this team, and each year they are just loaded with talent, and they're showing off right from the get-go. With 5:32 to go, it's 6-0 Belleville, looking to add on the extra point. Braden Lane set to kick the extra point. Peyton Tramer to hold. There's the snap, there's the hold. Kick is away, and the kick is no good. He missed it wide right. So a rare miss for Braden Lane.
Sporting Goods believes that sports have have the power to change it.
And Belleville still leads 6-0 with 5:32 to go in the first quarter. Clarkston will try and respond on offense here on Independence Television.
I haven't sweat that hard in a while. I was like dripping.
Back here, Tom Adams Field, 6-0 in favor of the Tigers. 5:32 to go in the first quarter. Braden Lane set to kick it away. Clarkston looking to respond on offense. And Braden Lane kicks it away. Straighter kick. This one will sail into the end zone for a touchback. Clarkston will get the ball from their own 25 to start this next possession.
Take a 30-second water break.
And officials on the field announcing that they'll take a 30-second water break. It is a necessity here today in Midtown Detroit. Heat is certainly going to be a factor. There's a blue tent under the on the sidelines for Clarkston, white tent across the way for Belleville. And it is a blistering 90 degrees here in Detroit. Full sun, barely any clouds in the sky, just a few off in the distance. But heat will certainly be a factor here today. And if we take a look at both ends of the ball for Belleville, outstanding on both ends. They have a stout defense, barely letting Clarkston get any yards on their first drive, albeit they did gamble on a couple fourth downs, which paid off. And Belleville's defense back on the gridiron, and Clarkston's offense will try and counter. Here, 1st and 10 from the 20, 6-0 Belleville. Wishenko has the snap. Give up the left side to Brady Beck, and he gets tackled. Rather, that's Griffin Bowman on the carry.
Griffin Bowman with the carry.
Griffin Bowman gained 3 on the play. 2nd and 7 coming up from the 23 for Clarkston. Clarkston relying heavily on their run game to start off the game so far. Only one pass thus far from Wishenko. Wishenko out of the gun. A motion back to the slot, back to pass, he'll fire, incomplete. Lucas Bowman was the intended receiver.
For Lucas Bowman, incomplete.
A lot of pressure, and there's a late flag thrown at the end of the play around the 18-yard line. And a couple penalties late. You wonder if this is going to be any extracurriculars on Belleville.
Dead ball, unsportsmanlike, white. Dead ball, unsportsmanlike,
There we go.
black.
Is that okay?
Offset, second down.
Offsetting penalties, both unsportsmanlike conducts on Clarkston and Belleville. Second and 7 it'll be again for Clarkston. Cooper Collins checking into the game, linebacker and tight end for Clarkston, number 27 in Navy. Wishenko trying to start something with the passing game as Belleville looks to have Clarkston's number when it comes to the running game.
Oh my God!
And there's a big jump from Belleville. This is going to be an offside.
Dead ball, onside, defense, 5 yards, repeat, third down.
It'll be 2nd and 2 coming up for Clarkston.
3rd down and 2.
I beg your pardon, 3rd down. Give up the middle and tackled almost immediately for the Wolves was Griffin Bowman.
Griffin Bowman on the carry.
And that is going to be enough for a first down for Clarkston.
And the Clarkston Wolves pick up a first down.
So no fourth down on this drive. Clarkston gets a fresh set of downs as the ball spotted at their own 31. Griffin Bowman in the backfield with Waschenko. 2 receivers on either side for Clarkston. 4:10 to go in the first quarter. 6-0 Belleville. Here's the give to Bowman up the middle. Sheds a couple of tacklers down at the 35-yard line. Picks up about 4.
Bowman with the carry. Elijah Dotson with the tackle for Belleville.
Elijah Dotson making the stop for Belleville. Belleville just has so many playmakers. Elijah Dotson, one of them on defense. Andre Thomas Jr., Antoine Thomas, Adrian Walker, Bryce Underwood, you name it. This is a talented Belleville team. Clarkston's certainly been tested so far in this first quarter. 2nd and 6 coming up from the 35. Waschenko will keep it himself. Up the left side, tackled immediately. Flags immediately thrown after the play.
Waschenko on the quarterback keeper. That was a marker on the play.
Belleville doing a great job of picking up Clarkston's run game thus far in the first quarter.
During the play, personal foul, face mask, 15 yards, first down.
That's a face mask penalty on Belleville. Another huge penalty for Clarkston as they inch closer and closer to midfield, and they're going to
Can stay in the game because his helmet came off during the commission of a penalty.
An official just clarifying the penalty. Helmet came off during the play, so that's going to be came off during the play in the face mask. Waschenko on the keeper, sheds a couple of tacklers, tries to spin out of his way, and forward progress maybe about 1, but didn't gain much on that run.
Andre Thomas with the tackle.
Give Waschenko 1 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 9 from Belleville's 47. Clarkston slowly sneaking into Belleville territory.
2nd down and 9 for Clarkston.
Clarkston trying to answer after a quick 6 from Belleville. Waschenko works from the gun. Griffin Bowman in the backfield. 2nd and 9 for Waschenko. Throws a pass to Bowman. Gets it complete. Up the right side and taken down at about the 36-yard line goes Griffin Bowman. A great screen play and great blocking in front for Clarkston. That's a Wolves first down.
Yarborough, number 3, with the tackle.
Desmond Yarborough on the stop for Belleville. Clarkston inching closer and closer to the red zone. Griffin Bowman will come off, having to get a quick drink of water, as will all these players. It is hot here today in Midtown Detroit. Waschenko works from the gun. Big Benny Adams, number 19 at the top of your screen. Keep an eye on him. And Belleville jumped again, and another offside on Belleville. Clarkston doing a good job of making
On the defense, 5 yards.
Belleville jump on the hard count.
2nd down and 5 at the 31.
Belleville's aggression is there, but these penalties are costing them so far. And for Coach Calvin Norman, he's got to be telling his staff, just relax, just relax.
1st down and 5.
Belleville's defense has been stout all game so far. 2nd and 5, nowhere to go. Oh my goodness, as a swarm of Tigers caved in.
Trey Setter on the carry. Ryan Hodges
On Trey Setter. Trey Setter, the junior running back for Clarkston,
2nd down and 7.
getting a little bit of playing time. Second and 7 for Clarkston with 1:07 to go in the first quarter. Belleville leads it 6-0. Waschenko gives it to Setter up the middle, sheds a couple of tacklers, and trying to push the pile forward, and he goes down to the 26-yard line for Belleville. And depending on where they spot the ball, that should be enough for the first first down, and it is.
First and 10 Wolves.
As those chains are moved, Clarkston continuing to storm down the field with 50 seconds and counting to go in the first quarter. This has been Clarkston's best chance of the game so far. Can they capitalize and tie it early? Washenko's going to work from the gun, setter right to his right. Washenko going to keep it, gets a couple of blocks to the 15-yard line where he is taken down. Nice run by Alex Washenko, showing off his speed, and that's another first down for Clarkston.
First and 10 now for Clarkston.
Clarkston will take it first and 10, but that will more than likely be the end of the first quarter, as they'll just let the clock run down. 10 seconds. Good first quarter of football. Belleville gets a quick 6, but Clarkston surging down the field, knocking on the doorstep, ever so close to the red zone. Will step aside at the end of the first quarter. Belleville leads at 6-0. You're watching the Zenith Prep Kickoff Classic on Independence Television.
Always strike fast.
Back here at Tom Adams Field, second quarter just about to get underway. 6-0 Belleville, but Clarkston knocking on the doorstep as they are now inside the red zone at the 15-yard line. Clarkston looking for a quick answer in what would be a huge tie to this stellar Belleville team. Washenko's going to work out of the gun. Lucas Bowman right behind him. He'll give up the middle to Bowman, right up the gut, and he'll go down after a couple yards. And there's another flag on the play, and that's going to be another unsportsmanlike conduct on Belleville.
Penalty marker on the play.
Well, I'll tell you what, folks. Belleville has been aggressive, but how has it come this much to committing all sorts of unsportsmanlike conducts this early in the game? At some point, head coach for Belleville, Calvin Norman, needs to tell his staff, you've got to settle down, contain your emotions. You're angry from last year, but this is going to do you no good. And the flag on this is going to be waved off. No flag on the play. So we'll do it all again. 2nd and 10 from the 15.
Second down for Clarkston.
2nd and 7 for Washenko. Give to Lucas Bowman. Sheds a couple of tacklers. Up the right side where he's taken down. Inside the 10-yard line.
Number 1 on the carry.
Give him 4 on the play. 3rd and 3 coming up with 11:17 to go in the first half for Clarkston and Belleville. Belleville's defense looking to get a stop while Clarkston's looking for the tie.
3.
Washenko works out of the gun. They'll go quickly. Hand up to Griffin Bowman. Sheds a couple of tacklers in the end zone. Touchdown, Clarkston. Griffin Bowman, 8 yards on the ground, and Clarkston ties it up.
It might be a little too loud, judging on the microphone, but nothing that John might not be able to. Just, I don't know.
What a way to get your first running touchdown of the year to tie up such a big game for Clarkston. And they're going to have a chance to go ahead. Aiden O'Neal out for the extra point for Clarkston.
Aiden O'Neal to attempt the point out.
The junior kicker, second stringer at the time for Eddie Langton, former Clarkston Wolf kicker. There's the snap, there's the hold, the kick is away, and the kick is good. So with 10:57 to go in the second quarter, Clarkston has the game's takes the lead right back, 7-6. Belleville looking to respond on offense when we return. The Zenith Prep Kickoff Classic on Independence Television. Back here at Tom Adams Field, Clarkston leads 7-6 after a very well offensive drive for the Wolves. They take a big lead early in the game. Now let's see if their defense can get a stop on Belleville. Aiden O'Neill kicks it away well. That is off the crossbar and in. How about that? When is the last time that you've seen that?
Field goal?
From the 40-yard line, Aiden O'Neill boots it, hits off the crossbar, and trickles into the uprights. I've never seen that before live in a game. Well, folks, that just shows you the leg Aiden O'Neill has. Belleville will take over at their own 20. Bryce Underwood and his offense back to work. Underwood out of the gun. They'll hand off up the middle. And a good read by Clarkston as he's taken out, and the ball's out! Clarkston says it's their ball. No signal yet from the officials. Hang on a second, what's the call here? And this is another time when Belleville has fumbled. And they're going to say he was down already. So Belleville gets away with a couple of fumbles, but Clarkston doing a great job to go for that ball and pop it loose. 2nd and 7, after that was a gain of 3. Underwood throws left, caught, and a great tackle. No, he spins out of it and goes down the sideline and finally goes down inside the 35. What a job by Adrian Walker Jr. to play it out last and get away from that tackle. I thought for sure he was going down.
1st and 10 now.
A great play by the senior receiver. Belleville, 1st and 10, 9:45 to go. A quick screen to the far side. Gets a couple of blockers, sheds a couple of tackles, but finally goes down at the 46.
Pass completed to Dotson.
Dotson on the completion for Belleville. Elijah Dotson, another senior on this team, senior wide receiver. Belleville marching down the field quickly. 2nd and 1 for the Tigers. They got to get out across the 47 for the first down. Underwood motions to the far side. They'll fake the screen to the right side. Plenty of room for the first down for Belleville, as that was given on the ground
25, Falconer with a carry.
to Trevor Falconer. Trevor Falconer, the sophomore running back, one of the few younger players on this Belleville team.
1st and 10 at the 48.
Two receivers each side for Belleville. They're going to go tempo here. 1st and 10, Underwood, back to pass, fires and caught, complete to Elijah Dotson, sheds a tackle, flag on the play, up the far side for the first down, cuts it back, all green grass, and he's just going to walk in to the corner of the end zone. Touchdown Belleville, but we await word on the flag.
Number 11, Elijah Dotson, flag on the play.
If this would stand, it would be a 48-yard passing play. Passing touchdown for Bryce Underwood and Elijah Dotson.
During the play, block in the back on the offense, 10 yards from the front of the ball.
Another block in the back on Belleville, which cost them their first touchdown in the first quarter. So both times they've scored has been taken away by block in the back penalties. So that backs Belleville up to their own 42. 1st and 20 for the Tigers. They now have to get across Clarkston's 38.
Down and 20 for Belleville.
Underwood, back to pass, fires, caught on the far side, and taken out of bounds goes Marquise Peoples Jr.
18 on the tackle, that's Horning.
Hank Horning on the tackle for Clarkston, plays cornerback as well as wide receiver.
Second down and 9. The ball at the 47.
11-yard chunk play on that pass, 2nd and 9 for the Tigers. Underwood has the snap, fires, incomplete through the hands of Adrian Walker Jr.
Third down.
Little high of a throw by Underwood, but it sure looked like from our vantage point up here, Adrian Walker had a shot at that. Big 3rd down coming up here for Clarkston. With 7:58 to go in the first half, looking for a crucial stop to halt Belleville's momentum. 2 receivers each side for Belleville. Underwood will work out of the gun. They're going to motion. Fires, caught, and taken down immediately on the play. Brady Cody on the tackle. Raymond Smith Jr. couldn't break free. Big stop for Clarkston. 4th down for the Tigers coming up. What a job by Clarkston to get that much-needed stop on defense to slow Belleville down.
4th down and 13.
Clarkston is no stranger to these big contests. They seem to up their game each season. And just before the game, Coach Pintar was under the bleachers here at Tom Adams Field, getting his team ready. And he said to them, Belleville may have the accolades, but Clarkston is the better team. And Clarkston getting a crucial stop as we're going to get a whistle here.
Timeout, Belleville.
Timeout Belleville as they're going to take a second to talk about it. With 7:06 to go, Clarkston leads 7-6 in the second quarter. We'll step aside briefly. The Zenith Prep Kickoff Classic. You're watching on Independence Television. Back here at Tom Adams Field, 7:06 to go, 4th and 13 for Belleville. They're set to punt it away. Kick high, takes a couple of spins and takes a nice Belleville bounce. It continues to roll. And Clarkston will back off and it'll be down just at about the 12-yard line, where Clarkston will take over 1st and 10. And now with that big stop on defense, how can you convert that into good offense? Clarkston's been heavily utilizing the running game. Ryan Call, the offensive coordinator for Clarkston. Very curious to see the kinds of passing plays that will hopefully become more frequent because Belleville has Clarkston's number on the run game so far. Alex Washenko and his offense back to work for Clarkston. They lead at 7-6 with 6:54 to go in the first half. 2 receivers each side for Clarkston. Lucas Bowman in the backfield to the right of Washenko. They're going to motion Grayson Clark. Washenko back to pass, rolling left, gonna get hit, gonna go down. Nothing he could do there. Carvin McNabb on the sack. That's going to be quite a big loss for Clarkston.
City, number
That's a loss of 4. 2nd and 14. Coming up for Clarkston at their own 8.
Loss of 4 on the play, 2nd down and 14.
Clarkston has it 2nd and 14 from their own 8. Washenko keeps it himself, gets to the 10 where he finally goes down. And Griffin Bowman took a hard hit. His helmet ended up flying off with the big hit that he took. Belleville expecting the run to go to him. 3rd and 11 coming up for Clarkston. Belleville looking to make quick work of this defensive drive for them. 5:40 to go in this first half. 3rd and 11 for Clarkston coming up. They'll need a big play here. Empty backfield for Waschenko. There's the snap. Waschenko's going to keep it himself. Tries to shed a tackler, nowhere to go.
Quarterback keeper for Waschenko.
Taken down immediately by Belleville, and that's going to be a 3 and out for Clarkston.
Thomas with the tackle. Along with Smith.
So Belleville gets the much-needed stop on defense.
4th down and 11.
And they're looking to make great field position out of Clarkston's drive there.
Thomas and Walker D.
Aiden O'Neill set to kick it away for Clarkston. And we get a stoppage on the play. Flag on the play.
Dead ball, delay game on the offense, 5 yards, repeat.
Delay a game on Clarkston. Not the kind of penalty you're looking for to give Belleville even better field position. As Antoine Thomas and Adrian Walker are positioned at around Clarkston's 35-yard line. Correction, that's Braden Bauer set to punt for Clarkston. Deep in his own end zone. Look out here, that almost blocked. And taken by Thomas. And taken down just at about the 23. Adrian Walker on the return, just about 12 yards there on the return.
Sutherland with the tackle.
And Adrian Walker is down for Belleville, slow to get up. And if you're Belleville, this is exactly what you did not want, and especially in a blistering hot environment like this. One of your playmakers goes down. While they tend to Adrian Walker Jr. will step aside. 7-6 Clarkston, 4:15 to go in the first half. Yeah, sometimes it's the kind of stuff you work with. Back here at Tom Adams Field, 7-6 Clarkston with 4:15 to go in the first half. Adrian Walker just walked off the field for Belleville. We certainly hope he's going to be okay. Underwood out of the gun, back to pass, looking deep. He's going to fire to the end zone, incomplete. Well over the head of Antoine Thomas.
Pass intended for Antoine Thomas, incomplete. 2nd down.
Underwood's got a great arm for the deep ball, but just a touch too high for Antoine Thomas. 2nd and 10 coming up for Belleville. Two receivers each side. Underwood eyes the sideline to get the play call. Underwood will work out of the gun, 2nd and 10. Has the snap, give on the ground to Peoples Jr. And taken down immediately by Clarkston. A great read on that run as Peoples had no blockers.
And Bowman with the tackle.
Tackle made by Lucas Bowman on the defensive end this time for Clarkston. No gain on that play. 3rd and 10 coming up for Belleville. This is another big 3rd down for Clarkston. Belleville ever so close to the red zone at the 22. Peoples and Thomas at the bottom of your screen. 3rd and 10 for Underwood. Back to pass. Looking deep. Stepping up. Gonna get hit. Eludes a tackler. Gonna get hit. Gonna go down. Sack back inside the 30-yard line. Griffin Bowman on the tackle. Back-to-back plays by the Bowman brothers. On defense, another big third down stop for Belleville, and their offense is staying right where they are on the field. No doubt Calvin Norman and his staff is going to go for it. Belleville has been aggressive all game, and here's another chance here. Fourth and 15 for Belleville after that loss of 5. Clarkston looking for the stop. Underwood back to pass. Looks to the end zone. Fires incomplete. No flags. Turnover on downs for the Tigers. Clarkston takes over.
The Tigers turn it over on down. First and 10 Clarkston.
And that's how you want to respond on defense. Offense went 3 and out. Turn that offense into good defense, and that's exactly what Clarkston did. A huge stop to halt Belleville's momentum, and Clarkston will take over at their own 28-yard line. Coach Pintar on the sidelines firing up his team. He loved what he saw on defense. Clarkston back to work on offense. Benny Adams and Brady Beck at the top of your screen. Benny Adams, the big 6'5" receiver. You'd expect him to be a tight end. They're going to motion Colton Williams. Give up the middle and a good gain.
20 on the carry. Trey Setter.
Up the gut for Trey Setter.
With the tackle, Gary Martin. Gain of 5, second and 5.
Belleville's been aggressive, but I would argue Clarkston has the momentum right now. They got the stop on defense, looking to try and turn that defense into more offense. Brady Beck on the carry, and he'll go down. Rather Setter again, and he's going to be short just about a half a yard. Third and 1 coming up for Clarkston. Belleville's defense looking to make a stop for Clarkston. They got to get out across their own 38. Another big third down here for Clarkston. 1:13 to go in the first half. Washenko give up the middle. Plenty of room for the first down, and the pile continues to be pushed. Just at about the 45-yard line. First down for Clarkston. And a timeout called immediately by Coach Pintar and his staff with 1:05 to go in the first half. They'll use their first timeout of the half, and an important one as they'll decide what to do as they have 1:05 left on the clock. The Zenith Prep Kickoff Classic has some long storied history right by it. 19 years it has been now since it started back in 2005, originally at Eastern Michigan University at Renierson Stadium in beautiful Ypsilanti, Michigan. Now moved to Detroit, and the goal was to create a bowl-type atmosphere for high school teams. And I'd say so far, in this kind of environment, it has been a great atmosphere here so far. The jungle has filled up down there. It's camo themed for Clarkston. It's always so great to see the Clarkston faithful show their support. But here we go, 1:05 left on the clock. What can Clarkston do here in the final 65 seconds of the half? Washenko works out of the gun. Has the snap. Looking to keep it himself. That's going to go nowhere. Oh my goodness.
Quarterback keeps it for Mazenko. 20 leads the way Martin for the Tigers.
That's Javon Martin on the tackle for Belleville. Loss of 3, second and 13 for Clarkston. They'll go tempo. 40 seconds and counting. Washenko has the snap, back to pass, looking, firing over the middle, incomplete for his intended receiver, Brady Beck. There's the first sign of the deep ball for Clarkston, but just thrown into too tight a coverage. 3rd and 13 coming up for the Wolves.
Everybody clap your hands. Everybody clap your hands.
3rd and 13 for Clarkston at their own 40-yard line. They got to get across the 47 of Belleville for the first down. 33 seconds to go in the first half. Another big 3rd down for the Wolves. Here it is, Washenko, pressure coming, and down he goes. His helmet flies off as he's hit hard. Oh my goodness. Belleville relentless in their pursuit to Alex Washenko.
Martin and Fairfax with the sack.
And Belleville's going to take a timeout. 4th down coming up for Clarkston. Wolves unable to get that pass protection that Washenko was looking for. And Clarkston will be set more than likely to punt it away with 27 seconds to go in the first half. Loss of 10 yards on that sack for Clarkston. That's going to set up 4th and 23 for the Wolves as Braden Bauer set to punt it away. "27 seconds to go, 4th and 23 for Clarkston as they are set to punt it away. Thomas and Walker back deep for Belleville. Good to see Adrian Walker back in the game after he went down with an injury. Here's the punt by Bauer. A great punt as that's going to take a bounce all the way into Belleville territory, continuing to roll forward as it'll finally be downed just inside Belleville's 10-yard line. A beautiful punt by Braden Bauer, and Belleville has a lot of ground to make up in the closing seconds of the first half.
First and 10 for the Tigers, number 09.
9 seconds to go in the first half. Clarkston leads 7-6. Belleville has the ball at their own 9-yard line, having a lot of ground to make up if they want to make things interesting going into the second half. Belleville will be receiving the ball the second half as they deferred the coin toss. And here we go, 1st and 10 for Belleville at their own 9, and Underwood will just take a knee, and that's going to take us to the end of the first half. Clarkston leads Belleville at the end of the first half, 7-6. Belleville receives the second half kickoff. Don't go anywhere. Halftime coming up next on Independence Television. Back up here with you inside the press box of Tom Adams Field at Wayne State University. Michael Rosencrantz here with you. So happy to have you along on the season opener for Clarkston Wolves, number 75 total for the blue and gold. Your Wolves lead 7-6 at the half against number 1 team in the state, Belleville. Both touchdowns coming on the ground. Adrian Walker starting out with Belleville, a 27-yard touchdown of his own, but not before Clarkston would respond right back. Griffin Bowman getting his first rushing touchdown of the year, and it couldn't have come at a better time in the first half. And that's where we stand after 24 minutes of football. Taking a look at just momentum on both sides of the ball. Momentum seems to be fluctuating here and there throughout the game. Clarkston has the momentum right now going in the second half. They are up by 1, but they have stood tall on defense. Belleville getting a crucial stop on defense of their own to close out the second half. They'll get the ball to start the second half. They've been aggressive all game, but some of these penalties that they've been committing have been costing them. 2 touchdowns have been called back on block in the back penalties. So Belleville needs to try and avoid the penalty game. For Calvin Norman and his staff, he's going to tell his players, settle down, go out, and do what we do, which is continue to play top-tier football in the second half. Expect a great final 24 minutes here at Tom Adams Field. Second half action coming your way next. Clarkston leads 7-6. You're watching Independence Television. Back here at Tom Adams Field on the campus of Wayne State University, Clarkston leads 7-6. Belleville will be receiving the second half kickoff, and just before the game, I had a chance to talk with former head coach of the Wolves, Kurt Richardson. KR is in the building here today in Midtown Detroit. Always a joy to see him and to get to chat with him. KR, 35 years as head coach for Clarkston. Took the Wolves to 3 state championships in 2013, 14, and 17. Aiden O'Neal set to kick it away. Belleville's aggression, talked about it in the halftime. It's been hurting them. There's been 2 touchdowns that have been called back, both on block and the back penalties. And Aiden O'Neal not lined up in the back. Clarkston's going to go a shorter muffed kick here. Sets up decent field position for Belleville, and the second half is underway. Adrian Walker to the far side, slips a tackle, past midfield down the far side, and finally goes down at the 35 of Clarkston. A risky kick idea, and Belleville capitalizes on it. They'll set up 1st and 10 from Clarkston's 35.
Andre Thomas on the kickoff return.
Wait, they're going to this side.
22, Brady Beck with the tackle.
Andre Thomas with a great return for Belleville.
45-yard return.
45 yards on the return. They'll spot the ball at Clarkston's 37-yard line, where Belleville will take over. Bryce Underwood and his offense back to work, trying to settle things down and look to get on the board quickly. Underwood's going to keep it himself with the blocker in front, sheds a tackler, breaks another, goes to the left corner of the end zone. He's gone. Touchdown, Belleville. Just like that, Belleville has the lead right back, 37 yards from Bryce Underwood. There's a flag on the play, more than likely for celebration.
Bill Tiger. Penalty marker after the play.
This touchdown will more than...
Good. After the play, dead ball, unsportsmanlike on Belleville, putting the ball in the end zone.
And that's another unsportsmanlike conduct on Belleville. The touchdown is still good, however.
15 yards, penalty will be enforced on the kickoff.
That penalty will be enforced on the kickoff.
Correction! Clarkston has elected to take the penalty yardage on the extra point. It'll be from the 18-yard line.
Officials sorting this out, they finally decided Clarkston's going to elect to take the penalty yards and have Belleville at the 18-yard line for their extra point attempt, and it looks like Underwood's still out there. And it looked like Underwood was trying to say, keep me in here. It definitely looked like he wanted to go for 2, but Calvin Norman, head coach for Belleville, opting to just kick the PAT. Braden Lane back out. The point after. It's a 35-yard PAT attempt for Belleville. They missed one earlier. Kick is away. The kick is up, and it is good. Belleville, 18 seconds into the second half, strikes quickly. They lead 13-7 over Clarkston. The Wolves looking to respond back on offense. We'll step aside briefly on Independence Television. Back here, Tom Adams Field, 13-7 Belleville after an 18-second touchdown strike from 37 yards by who else? Bryce Underwood. 2 touchdowns on the day for Underwood. Braden Lane set to kick it away for Belleville. Clarkston looking to respond on offense as that kick will sail into the end zone for a touchback. Clarkston will take over at their own 20.
Dick's Sporting Goods believes that sports have the power to change lives. And
a big key for Clarkston here is just to continue to move the ball forward. There's been a few instances where Belleville has gotten through the offensive line with ease and drove Clarkston back. Just continue to chip away with the running game, a little bit of the passing game. Anything you can do to move the ball forward rather than backward is going to be the key to success in this second half. Alex Washenko and his offense back to work for Clarkston. 11:42 to go in the third quarter. Clarkston looking to respond. Washenko works out of the gun, 1st and 10 for Clarkston at their own 20. Brady Beck to the slot. They'll hand it off up the middle. And taken down about the 25 goes Lucas Bowman.
Lucas Bowman on the carry.
Lucas Bowman 5 yards on the play. 2nd and 5 coming up for Clarkston. Good job of the Wolves by motioning Brady Beck into the slot and for Lucas Bowman to use him as a blocker to get those 5 yards. Wolves have it 2nd and 5 at their own 25. Washenko has the snap, looking to pass, fires to the near side. Incomplete through the hands of his intended receiver, Big Benny Adams.
Pass intended for number 19, Benny Adams, incomplete. 3rd down and 5.
Had the distance, very good coverage by Belleville. 3rd and 5 coming up for Clarkston. And for Coach Pintar and offensive coordinator Ryan Call, do you stick with the run or do you continue with the pass? Griffin Bowman in the backfield with Alex Washenko. 3rd and 5 for Clarkston at their own 25. They'll motion Brady Beck. Washenko's going to keep it himself on the ground, and he's going to be short of the 1st down.
Washenko, number 6 on the keeper.
And it's going to be 4th down and 1 for Clarkston. They're going to go for it again. Pintar opting to be aggressive. Belleville looking to get a stop. Clarkston looking to extend a crucial drive. 4th and 1 from the 29. Has the snap. The ball's on the ground, and Belleville is going to take over.
Elijah Dotson, number 11, with a fumble recovery.
Worst case scenario for Clarkston is Belleville's going to have it very close to the red zone for Clarkston. Belleville will take over. Belleville with a huge opportunity to capitalize on the caused turnover by Clarkston. Underwood in the offense, back to work. Raymond Smith in the backfield. He'll give it to Walker. Looked like he tried to pass, shed a couple tacklers, and he'll go down inside the 25-yard line. They were looking to pass on that play. Belleville trying to get a little tricky, but a broken play forced Adrian Walker to run.
Hey man, let's go some football, fellas. It was just because it was third and short, bro. That's all it is.
Second down and 6.
Give them 4 on the play. 2nd and 6 for the Tigers at Clarkston's 24. 9:40 to go in the third quarter. Belleville leads 13-7 over Clarkston. Underwood. He'll keep it himself. Pitch it back to Walker. Sheds a couple of tacklers, and he'll step out of bounds just inside the 15-yard line. And that'll be enough for a Belleville first down.
First and 10 at the 14 for Belleville.
They'll spot the ball at the 14 for Belleville. First and 10 from the 14. Belleville looking to capitalize on the caused turnover by Clarkston. Underwood, play action, rolls right, fires, caught all day to the corner of the end zone. Touchdown, Belleville.
Pass completed to number 6,
Charles Britton III links up with Bryce Underwood for a 14-yard touchdown reception, and Belleville goes up 19-7. And there's an injured Clarkston player on the field right now. Underwood's got 3 touchdowns on the day. And it is only the third quarter, folks. We got a star at Belleville going to play for the Tigers after this year. He will certainly be a big name for the Tigers in the near future.
Green Lane 24 to attempt the point after.
Braden Lane back out to attempt the PAT.
I zoomed in on the way. Give your left a little bit.
There's the snap, there's the hold, the kick is on the way, and the kick is good. Belleville takes a 20-7 lead with 9:17 to go in the third quarter. A caused turnover by Clarkston. Belleville capitalizes on it. Clarkston looking to inch their way back closer as they're down 2 scores on Independence Television. 20-7 Belleville, 9:17 to go in the third quarter. Belleville gets a quick 7 after a fumble by Clarkston.
Back in the half AD.
Remind them that their gap is moving with the swing. Remind them coming at us, it might be going away.
Wolves will take over 1st and 10 at their own 20. Head coach Justin Pintar going to have to try his best to settle his players down after that last fumble. Clarkston still within reach, only down 2 scores with plenty of game time left in this contest. Clarkston's going to have to put that turnover out of their heads as they look to respond, and quickly, in this second half.
This one might be just better. You'd rather have this one or no?
Clarkston has it 1st and 10 from their 20. Washenko, a quick screen to Brady Beck. Glad to see him back in, taken down hard. by Elijah Dotson for Belleville.
Has completed to Beck, Peoples, and Dotson.
And Brady Beck, as you can see, he is still lingering, and he's going to limp off the sideline, and he goes down immediately on the sideline to be tended to by training staff. Something in Brady Beck's leg clearly still tender. 2nd and 7 after the 3-yard run by Brady Beck. Lucas Bowman in the backfield with Waschenko. They line up 2 receivers on each side. Waschenko has the snap. Give up the middle. Hit hard as he goes down inside the 25. Whoa! Lucas Bowman bounced off a Belleville Tiger awkwardly. Went down hard. But glad to see he popped right back up. That was an awkward fall. Third and 3 coming up for Clarkston at their own 27. They got to get out across their own 30. Another big 3rd down as Clarkston looks to extend the drive. Empty backfield for Waschenko. 7:40 to go. They'll motion Grayson Clark. Waschenko keeps it himself. Keep up the middle. And he's going to be very close to the 1st down. And they're going to say that is enough. They'll move the chains as they spot the ball right at the 30. Great job by Alex Waschenko churning those legs to get the 1st down and keep the drive alive.
At the 30-yard line.
Waschenko's a young quarterback, but he sure is strong. When he gets that pile on him, he just keeps those legs churning. And fortunate that he got the pile push there that he needed. 1st and 10 for Clarkston at their own 30. 7:29 to go in the 3rd quarter. Belleville leads 20-7. They'll hand it off Grayson Clark, and he'll get tackled immediately for no gain on the play.
Clark on the carry. Thomas with the tackle.
Andre Thomas there, right in front of his face, nowhere to go. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
2nd down and 10.
For Clarkston. Clarkston has heavily relied on the run game. It'll be interesting to see when the late game passing game comes out. There goes Griffin Bowman. Plenty of room up the left side, but great tackle by Belleville
Griffin Bowman
in order to keep him just about to a yard or 2. They're going to give them 2 yards on that play. It'll be 3rd and 8 coming up for Clarkston. Griffin Bowman had plenty of room up the left side, but met by Belleville. Another big 3rd down for Clarkston with 6:20 to go in the 3rd quarter. 3rd and 8 for Clarkston at the 32. They got to get out to their own 40.
Hey, move! Hey, move!
And Belleville wanting a flag. Waschenko's going to throw wide open. Adams got it! 20, 10, down the sideline, and out of bounds inside the 5. No flags. Belleville wanting a penalty of their own. A big break for Clarkston, and they have it 1st and goal deep into Belleville territory. 64 yards on the completion to Benny Adams, who was wide open, and there's the passing game that Clarkston's been waiting for. 1st and goal from the 2. Waschenko with the snap. Griffin Bowman will get met by Belleville and tackled for no gain. He might have lost 1, depending on the spot. 2nd and goal coming up for Clarkston. They'll give him 1. It'll be 2nd and goal just from about the 1.5 yard line. Clarkston looking to punch it into the end zone here. Washenko under center, gives to Bowman, pushing the pile, touchdown Clarkston. Griffin Bowman's got 2. And Clarkston is back within 1 score.
Touchdown, Clarkston Wolves.
Biggest play of the day. That pass so far to Benny Adams for 64 yards. And Griffin Bowman able to punch it in for the 2-yard touchdown run. Aiden O'Neill set for the PAT for Clarkston. Snap good, spot down, kick is away, and the kick is good. So Clarkston marches down the field after getting a crucial 64-yard completion to Benny Adams, which sets up the 2-yard touchdown run. 20-14, Belleville leads. Clarkston looking for a huge stop on defense. When we return, don't go anywhere. You're watching Independence Television. Back here at Tom Adams Field here at Wayne State University, Belleville leads 20-14 after a crucial offensive drive for Clarkston puts them back within 1 score. Aiden O'Neill set to kick it away. That's going to go well into the end zone. Not too deep enough to go into the uprights again, but nonetheless, it'll be a touchback.
30-second water break.
And it'll be another 30-second water break, only the second of this game. Again, folks, heat has been playing a factor up here. 90 degrees when game time started, 88 right now in Detroit, but it feels like 91 with 63% humidity right now. And just in the press box here, you're in the shade, yet you're still dripping with sweat, folks. That is how hot it is here today. Players and fans on both sides having to keep themselves hydrated well throughout the day here today. Clarkston getting ready to go back on defense, and folks, if Clarkston wants any chances to get back in this game, they've got to get a stop right here and now. Arguably, this is the biggest defensive drive for Clarkston thus far this game. Trying to keep themselves within striking distance of Belleville. Bryce Underwood ready to go. 2 receivers each side for Belleville. 1 in the backfield, 1st and 10. Tigers will take over from their own 20. Underwood out of the gun. Has the snap, give up the middle. Plenty of room up the middle. It explodes for a few. Past midfield, down the far side. Andre Thomas Jr. sheds a tackle. Touchdown Belleville. Are you kidding me?
80-yard run for 0. Andre Thomas Jr. Touchdown Belleville Tigers.
80 big ones for Andre Thomas Jr. A big punch in the gut to Clarkston. Belleville's back up 2 scores. And that's just how good of an offensive team Belleville is. When you get within striking distance, they can strike back just like that. Interesting formation here for Belleville. Offense remaining out there. Underwood's just going to walk it in literally jog it in up the middle, and the 2-point conversion is good. Belleville goes up by 14. They lead now 28-14 over Clarkston. 5:07 to go in the third quarter. Belleville responds quickly. Can Clarkston respond back even quicker? That and more coming up on Independence Television. Belleville leads 28-14 as they respond back ever so quickly with an 80-yard strike by Andre Thomas Jr. Clarkston will take over at their own 20-yard line with 5:07 in the third quarter. Andre Thomas Jr. got his first touchdown of the game. And a good chunk of yards to do so in. 80 yards for the senior running back. Clarkston and the offense back to work. Looking to respond quickly as Belleville put a little more pressure on them. The momentum certainly in Belleville's favor in the second half. And to give up the far side to Bowman, and he gets taken just to about the 30. A little bit of action going behind the play. That'll be enough for a first down as Clarkston Belleville got tied up behind the play. Under 5 minutes to go in the third quarter, Belleville leads 28-14 over your Wolves. Clarkston moves the ball quickly, one play, another fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 from their own 30. Washenko's going to work out of the gun. Washenko has the snap. Give up the middle and met immediately by the Tigers as Bowman got one.
Is that 40 seconds? How much time is it?
Bowman on the carry.
4:18. Yep, you're good. Making the tackle for Belleville was 54, Lamar Fairfax Jr. Senior D lineman for Belleville. Under 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. Empty backfield for Washenko. 2 receivers on each side. They'll motion back. Has the snap. They'll give it to him. Up the middle and taken down at the 35.
Way too wide, bro.
Williams on the carry. Dodson with the tackle.
Rather, that's Colton Williams, number 12 on the carry. Give him 3 on that play. 3rd and 5 for Clarkston. Looking to extend this drive. Clarkston's got to get across their 40 to have a fresh set of downs. Washenko in the gun with 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Belleville up 28-14 over Clarkston. Washenko, they'll go end around and reverse. Brady Beck trying to shed some tacklers. He goes down hard. Great tackle by Elijah Dotson.
Beck on the reverse. Dodson with the tackle.
Belleville's defense holds Clarkston. 4th down coming up for the Wolves. And Clarkston's going to punt it away. Clock continues to wind down in the third quarter. 2:22 to go. 4th and 4 at Clarkston's 35. Braden Bauer set to punt it away. Walker's deep, low snap, takes a hop. It's a fake. He's going to have to get rid of it. Walker taken down at the 31. Very low snap on the play. And Belleville's going to have excellent field position taken over.
32, Bauer with the carry. Tackled by Martin. Belleville turns it over on down, 1st and 10.
Oh, you say it's correct.
Check that. Clarkston turns it over on down, 1st and 10 Belleville.
Bryce Underwood back to work with Belleville at Clarkston's 31. 1st and 10 for the Tigers, 2:02 to go in the 3rd quarter. Underwood's going to work out of the gun. Trips at the top of your screen, 1 receiver below. Back to pass. Underwood, end zone, intercepted by Clarkston, picked off by the Wolves, taken back up the other side. Brady Beck gets to midfield, shuts a couple of tacklers, and taken down inside the 45. One play for Belleville, a rare turnover by Bryce Underwood. Clarkston takes over, 1st and 10.
5200 Johnson with the tackle. Check the 22 Brady Beck on the interception.
Huge interception by one of the 4 captains. Brady Beck gets to great field position for Clarkston as they'll spot the ball at their own 48-yard line. First and 10 for Clarkston at their own 48. Looking to capitalize off of the turnover. Play action, give up the middle. And taken down.
Setter on the
Immediately goes Trey Setter. Definitely did not look like he gained yards on the play. They might give him 1, and they will. It'll be 2nd down and 9, just from about the 48.5-yard line. A minute 15 to go in the 3rd quarter. Belleville leads 28-14 over Clarkston. Wolves looking to get back within a score. They're going to go empty backfield for Waschenko. 2 receivers at either side of your screen. They'll give it to Griffin Bowman. Looking for a block. Gets a block out in front. Stiff arm past the 45 and down inside the 45 to about the 43 goes Griffin Bowman.
Yarborough, number 3, with the tackle.
Desmond Yarborough on the tackle for Belleville.
3rd down and 1.
And they're going to mark him a yard short, so 3rd and 1 coming up for Clarkston. Looking to extend the drive, they got to get out across Belleville's 42. They'll go quickly. Bowman has the snap, met by Belleville, sheds a tackler, spins out of his way and fights for a 1st down. Great play by Griffin Bowman to keep the drive alive for Clarkston.
Griffin Bowman on the carry. Elijah Dodson with the tackle. 1st and 10 for Clarkston.
And that'll take us just to the end of the 3rd quarter with 10 seconds and counting, winding down on the clock. Folks, we got an action-packed 4th quarter for you coming up. Clarkston, a fresh set of downs to begin the 4th quarter. Belleville leads 28-14. Clarkston has been known for some magic in their 4th quarters, and they'll certainly look to bring some here to Midtown Detroit. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the 2024 Zenith Prep Kickoff Classic on Independence Television.
Your team supports the community, including local sports teams, museums, food pantries.
Back here at Tom Adams Field, 28-14, Belleville leads. Clarkston now going from right to left, looking to try and get back within a score. Here in Midtown Detroit, a huge drive coming up for Clarkston. They'll start out with Lucas Bowman up the right side and taken down just at about the 35-yard line. Goes Lucas Bowman, he'll gain 3, 2nd and 7. Coming up for the Wolves. Reminder of a couple big storylines that came out yesterday. Warren De La Salle, the number 4 team in Division II, upset Davison last night by scoring 21 unanswered points. And if that wasn't enough, Rockford upset Cass Tech, the number 2 team in Division I. Stranger things have happened. Can Clarkston be the 3rd upset here? Belleville read that run immediately. Elijah Dotson, he's been all over today.
Dotson, number 11 on the tackle.
3rd down coming up for Clarkston. Have the ball at Belleville's 36.5-yard line.
3rd down and 7.
Clarkston's got to get out across Belleville's 29 to have a 1st down. 2 receivers each side. Washenko's going to go from under center. 3rd down and 7 for Clarkston. A bootleg. Rolling right with time. Fires a deep ball to the end zone. Caught! Touchdown, Clarkston! Benny Adams! 36 yards!
And it's completed to number 19, Benny Adams.
What number?
Down Clarkston.
What number, 39?
Benny Adams
30
with his 2nd big play of the day, a 36-yard touchdown reception. Clarkston is back within 1 possession.
That's cool.
Down by contact at the 1-yard line to the 1st and goal.
They're not counting it?
They're going to mark Benny Adams short, so it'll be a 35 completion from Washenko to Adams. That touchdown will not stand, but Clarkston's at the 1-yard line looking to punch it in. Washenko under center. Lucas Bowman up the gut. Touchdown, Clarkston. Griffin Bowman's got 2. Lucas Bowman gets on the board with a touchdown of his own. And now Clarkston is back within 1 score.
And he's just like, Clarkston. They're probably like, oh,
Lucas Bowman, his first touchdown of the day, a 1-yard touchdown run. Griffin Bowman's got 2 touchdowns on the day. And Clarkston looks like they're going to go for 2 here. Offense is remaining out on the field. Washenko from under center. They motion Benny Adams to the slot. Play action, looking to the end zone. Fires to the corner. Batted up, incomplete. 2-point conversion is no good. Clarkston got aggressive. It did not pay off. Clarkston's still within 1 possession with 10:13 to go in regulation. Belleville leads 28-20. Clarkston needing a stop on defense. Zenith Prep Kickoff Classic is on Independence Television.
Taylor, the defender for Belleville.
Back here at Tom Adams Field, Belleville leads 28-20. Lucas Bowman got his first touchdown of the season with a 1-yard touchdown run. Clarkston still within 1 score. Aiden O'Neill set to kick it away for the blue and gold. And that'll sail well into the end zone for a touchback. Belleville will take over at their own 20. A little bit of pushing and shoving after the play by Belleville. Getting into it with Jack Kopsch for the Wolves, the junior cornerback and wide receiver for Clarkston. 10:13 to go in regulation. Bryce Underwood and his offense ready to go. And now, every defensive drive for Clarkston only gets much more important to try and keep this game within reach. Let's see what defensive coordinator Justin Losey for the Wolves can approach here. Give up the middle. And a good chunk of yardage there. For Belleville, that is
Falconer on the carry.
Falconer, Trevor Falconer, 25, the sophomore running back. Quickly first down for Belleville after a gain of 14. Underwood eyes the sideline.
First and 10 for the Tigers.
Calling out the play for his receivers. 2 on each side, 1 in the backfield. That's Falconer. Underwood has the snap. Give up the middle to Falconer. Past the 40 and down to the 41 or 42.
Falconer with the carry. Griffin Bowman with the tackle.
He'll gain 7 on that carry. 2nd and 3 coming up for Belleville.
Second down and 3.
Clarkston looking for another crucial stop on defense, as last time it was the interception by Brady Beck that set up that drive. Underwood keeps it himself right up the middle, sheds a couple of tacklers, past midfield to the 40 and taken down at the 39-yard line of Clarkston by Brady Beck.
Brady Beck, 22 in the tackle. First and 10 for Belleville at the 39 of Clarkston.
Belleville has it 1st and 10 at Clarkston's 39, marching quickly down the field. Clarkston needing to tighten up their defense. Underwood out of the gun. Has the snap, give to Falconer, up the left slot, and taken down at the 30 goes Trevor Falconer.
Falconer with the carry.
There is a flag on the play.
Bowman with the tackle. Penalty marker on the play.
Griffin Bowman got the stop. We'll wait word on the flag. You can see some players for Clarkston hunching over. They've got to be exhausted with the heat here today. Certainly playing a factor.
Starting the play. Holding on the offense.
Holding penalty on Belleville. A big penalty for the Tigers. One you don't want to take this late in the game. Back them up 10. It'll be 1st down and 20 for the Tigers. They'll spot the ball back at the 49. Belleville now has to get across the 29 of Clarkston. They'll go with the same lineup. 2 receivers on each side. Underwood out of the gun. Falconer in the backfield. 1st and 10, the give is to Adrian Walker. No, Underwood keeps it himself, sheds some tacklers, breaks a tackle to the 30, gets to the 25, still on his feet and taken down inside the 20. Goes Bryce Underwood.
Picks up a Tiger first down.
Underwood needed 20, he got 30. Belleville will have it 1st and 10 just inside the red zone at Clarkston's 19-yard line. Belleville looking to cash in with 8:15 to go in regulation. Underwood has the snap. Give to Falconer, tries to stiff arm, and taken down by Jack Copps. Way to stay with him. And that's a big stop early for Clarkston,
Falconer on the carry.
as Falconer lost a couple.
Jack Copps with the tackle.
Loss of 3 on that play. 2nd and 13 for Belleville. Underwood eyeing the sideline, looking for the play call from head coach Calvin Norman. 7:33 to go in regulation. Belleville leads 28-20 over Clarkston. Underwood with the snap. On the ground and taken down to about the 18.
Smith with the carry.
Goes Raymond Smith. 3rd down and long coming up for Belleville. 3rd and 10 to be exact. Gabe Mansour on the tackle for Clarkston.
Third down.
Mansour, the junior defensive end for the Wolves. Big third down coming up here for Clarkston's defense. Looking to try and halt the forward momentum of Belleville. Underwood has the snap, throws a screen, it's caught. Sheds a couple of tacklers, tries to get around him, and he'll be short of the first down. Marquise Peoples Jr. doing a great job of shedding tacklers, but couldn't get to the line to gain. And this will be an interesting decision by Calvin Norman, but the way Belleville's offense is playing, they ought to go for it. They're this deep in the red zone.
Fourth down and 4.
And we'll get a whistle on the play. Clarkston's going to call a timeout.
Clarkston.
6:14 to go in regulation. Belleville leads at 28-20 over Clarkston. It'll be 4th and 4 out of the timeout at Clarkston's 12.
Presented by the official Zenith Prep Kickoff Classic Trophy. 6:40 good.
Back out of the timeout, Belleville leads 28-20 with 6:14 to go in regulation. Belleville has it 4th and 4. Offense will absolutely stay out on the field for Belleville this deep into Clarkston territory. Wolves defense looking to come up strong and stay in this game. Underwood out of the gun. There is a flag on the play. A little bit of movement up front. And it looks like they got Clarkston on the hard count.
Illegal substitution on the defense.
No, an illegal substitution.
5 yards. Result of the play is a first down.
And Coach Pintar and defensive coordinator Justin Losey are absolutely livid right now, pleading their case to the officials, but it's one they're not going to win. So a very unfortunate penalty for Clarkston, and Belleville's got it 1st and goal from Clarkston 7. Two receivers at the bottom of your screen, one up top, two in the backfield for Bryce Underwood. Has the snap, he'll give it up the middle, shedding a couple of tacklers, trying to fight his way to the goal line, but he can't get there, but he goes inside the 5.
Thomas on the carry. 28, Trey Setter, the first one to meet him.
Andre Thomas fighting his way ever so close to the goal line. Gain of 5, 2nd and goal from the 2. .5:43 to go in regulation. Belleville looking to add to their lead. Clarkston looking for a crucial stop. 2nd and goal from the 2. Has it, the ball's out! The ball is out, and Clarkston has it! Raymond Smith bobbled the ball, and Clarkston recovers.
Recovered by 81, TJ Schaefer. First and 10.
TJ Schaefer on the fumble recovery. Big number 81, I see you.
Scott.
Clarkston will take over with 5:29 to go in regulation. 1st and 10 at their own 3-yard line. Folks, buckle up.
Correction.
5:29 to go. Belleville leads 28-20. Clarkston back to work on offense. Wishenko taking the first snap of the drive from under center. He'll give it right up the middle. And getting a few yards on the play was Griffin Bowman. Give him 4 on that play. 2nd and 6 from Clarkston's own 7. 28-20 Belleville. 4:58 to go in regulation. Clarkston needs to march down the gridiron as quick as they can to try and get back into this. Another run up the middle for Clarkston. Bowman again. And that's a big key for Clarkston right now. Keep the ball moving forward. Don't let that ball go backwards. Keep that ball moving forwards, further down the gridiron. 3rd and short for Clarkston. 3 yards to go. At the 10-yard line, they got to get out across their own 13. Washenko will work out of the gun. 2 receivers on each side. Griffin Bowman in the backfield. No motion Williams. Has the snap. Give to Bowman. Fighting his way to the 15-yard line. First down Clarkston.
38 Bowman on the carry. 54 Fairfax with the tackle. Clarkston picks up a first down.
And as that clock continues to tick away, just now 3:55 to go in regulation. Clarkston marching it up the gridiron. They got to be conscious of that clock. Two receivers each side again. Griffin Bowman in the backfield. Washenko out of the gun, has the snap. Rolling left. Looking, he's going to fire a deep ball first, and it's caught! Goodbye! Hank Horning, how do you do? Touchdown Clarkston! 84 yards! Clarkston with a massive touchdown to get back within 2. And you have no doubts here that the Wolves are going to be looking to tie this game up. Right here with 3:20 to go. What a game!
Dude, is it tied? Is it 27?
Belleville leads 28-26. Offense remains on the field. Clarkston going for 2, looking to tie the game. Washenko out of the gun. Motions back, has the snap. He's going to keep it to Beck, wanting to throw. He does. It's caught. 2-point conversion is good. We're tied. Can you believe what we've just witnessed here in Midtown Detroit? Clarkston ties it off of an 84-yard touchdown reception by Hank Horning, followed up by the 2-point conversion. 3:20 to go. We are all knotted up at 28. And if you can hear the Clarkston faithful, they are getting into it.
Aiden O'Neal picking up.
Oh my goodness, what an exhilarating game. Aiden O'Neal is set to kick it away.
Adrian Walker deep.
Adrian Walker is deep for Belleville. Well, folks, if you had any doubt of what defensive drive would be the most important, it is this one. I've said it all night, but this one is now the most important. Aiden O'Neal kicks it away. That's going to sail into the end zone for a touchback. Belleville takes over at their own 20-yard line. And what defensive coordinator Justin Losey is saying to his men is this is our time to make a stop. Knotted up at 28, Belleville's feeling the pressure. They have momentum on their side after tying the game. They got a tough task at hand to try and stop this Belleville offense.
First and 10 after 20.
Underwood and his staff ready to go. Clarkston eager for a stop on defense. Underwood out of the gun. High snap. Give on the ground and taken down for a couple yards goes Falconer.
Going with the tackle along with Cooper.
Am I going to sign him?
Give him 2 on the play, 2:54 to go in regulation, knotted up at 28. 2 receivers left and right for Belleville. Underwood out of the gun. Has the snap. Give on the ground, up the middle. Sheds a couple of tacklers and finally goes down at the 30. That'll be enough for a Belleville first down.
It's going to go
Sutherland with the tackle.
They'll spot him at the 31.
First and 10 for the Belleville Tigers. The ball at the 31-yard line.
After the quick gain there, 2.5 minutes to go in regulation, knotted up at 28. Clarkston looking for a stop on defense. They'll go the same formation. Underwood has the snap. Give on the ground, up the middle, and taken down by Clarkston. Only for a couple. Clarkston doing a good job of limiting Belleville's run game so far. Give them 4, 2nd and 6 for Belleville. They're going to line up quickly. Under 2 minutes to go in regulation. Knotted up at 28 here in Midtown Detroit.
Second down and 6.
Underwood's going to work out of the gun. Has the snap, back to pass. Looking, he's going to run it himself with room. He's going to take it past the 40 and get out of bounds just about the 45. That's a Belleville first down, and he does a good job of stopping that clock with 1:29 to go.
The Tigers pick up another first down.
Belleville lining up quickly again. First and 10 from the 45. Has the snap. Underwood sheds a tackler. Gets to the outside. He's got all green grass. Nobody will catch him. Touchdown Belleville. 55 yards, and Belleville retakes the lead.
Belleville Tigers. 55-yard run.
Belleville so resilient, never giving up, even when the lights are brightest. And Belleville takes the lead with 1:18 to go in regulation. Braden Lane on for the PAT.
Lane to attempt the point after.
Lane missed his first point after at the very beginning of the game when Belleville scored the first touchdown, as there's penalty markers on the play.
Dead ball. Illegal substitution on the defense.
Another illegal substitution for Clarkston.
Another goal.
And now with the distance closer, they're going to go for 2. Belleville's offense is coming back out on the field, being this close. They're at the 1-yard line, just about the 1.5-yard line. Belleville's going to be going for 2. They're going to go with that same formation that they did on the first 2-point conversion where Underwood just walked in. Underwood from under center. And there's movement, you betcha. That's going to be a false start on Belleville.
Illegal procedure on the offense. 5 yards. Retry.
That'll back Belleville up to the 6. And just as quick as the special teams was on the field, they went off, and now they're coming back on. Or are they? Yes, Braden Lane is out there for Belleville. So Braden Lane will attempt the point after.
Lane to attempt the point after.
Point after from 23 yards away. There's the snap, there's the hold, the kick's on the way, and the kick is good. Belleville retakes the lead. Minute 18 to go. The Tigers lead it 35-28. Clarkston with one last chance to try and tie up this game or take the lead should they go for 2. Folks, don't go anywhere. You're watching Independence Television.
Most Outstanding Player Award and the Detroit Sports Commission Ironman Award.
Back inside Tom Adams Field, a minute 18 to go. Belleville leads 35-28 over Clarkston. Clarkston with one final breath left in this game. Braden Lane set to kick it away. Horning back deep, and it's a bouncing ball kick fielded about the 23. And taken down at the 35 goes Brody Roush. Clarkston will have it, 1st and 10.
Tackle made by Ray. 1st and 10 Clarkston.
At their 35. This first game would certainly be a test for Clarkston, and they have a tough task at hand. They got to march down 65 yards down the gridiron in a minute 14 seconds and try and preserve as much clock as they can. And here we go, 1st and 10 for Clarkston at their own 35. They'll motion Williams. Washenko back to pass, pressure coming, caught by Lucas Bowman with a blocker in front, has the first down to midfield, and hit hard by Belleville inside the 45. Good chunk play right off the bat for Clarkston, and they got a fresh set of downs.
Brandon Smith with the tackle. Ball spotted at the 43.
Clock back running, minute 3 to go. Washenko back to pass, fires to the sideline. It's caught and taken out of bounds. No, they rule that incomplete.
Pass incomplete, intended for Adams.
Intended for Benny Adams. That ball was just knocked out at the final moment. It was a strike from Washenko to Benny Adams. Just knocked out of his hands at the last moment. 2nd and 10 for Clarkston. 56 seconds to go in regulation. Clarkston in Belleville territory at the Tiger 43-yard line. 2 receivers left and right. Washenko from the gun has the snap. Rolling left. He'll throw. Incomplete.
Pass intended for Roush, incomplete.
Brody Roush dropped the ball on what would have been an easy conversion. 3rd down coming up for Clarkston. Roush has got to get that out of his head and continue to try and keep this drive alive. 3rd and 10 for Clarkston at Belleville's 43. Washenko out of the gun. Has the snap. Back to pass. Throws. Caught by Griffin Bowman with blockers. Gets by. The ball's out. The ball is out and Belleville recovers. And that is going to do it.
Pass completed. United to 38 Bowman.
Belleville ball, and that's going to do it with 43 seconds to go.
You're going to have to shift your way left.
Belleville ever so resilient in this game, and they come away with another huge turnover, and with 43 seconds to go in the game. Belleville taking their time here. Clock hasn't started yet. Now they finally move into victory formation. And they'll run the clock. 43 seconds. Underwood takes a knee.
Underwood takes a knee.
Timeout, Clarkston.
Clarkston's going to take a timeout with 42 seconds to go. Clarkston with one timeout remaining with 42 seconds. It'll be their last chance to try and stop the clock, but Belleville looks like they have this one in their grasps. 35-28 Belleville. We'll step aside and come right back on Independence Television. Back out of the timeout, 35-28 Belleville, 42 seconds remaining in regulation. Clarkston with only one timeout left, which will more than likely be used as Bryce Underwood will take another knee here as the Tigers line up in victory formation. There's the snap. Underwood takes a knee. And timeout immediately called by Clarkston. That is their last, and they have no other way to stop the clock with 40 seconds to go. Clarkston came into Detroit today with a lot of optimism on the season, but with this performance today against the #1 team in the state, Belleville, they certainly have not a doubt, never a reason to hang their heads here today. They played great. And Belleville proving time and time again why they are the #1 team in the state of Michigan, ever so resilient with high-octane offense and defense on both sides of the ball. And the Tigers are going to prove victorious here today at Tom Adams Field. Belleville and Clarkston back out of the timeout. Final 40 seconds to go in regulation. Belleville leads 35-28. Third down coming up for Belleville. There's the snap, and Belleville will slowly walk back, hesitate, and now finally take a knee.
Underwood takes a knee.
And that clock is going to run down, and both teams will head off to their respective sidelines. Folks, that is your ball game. Clarkston comes into Detroit but falls short against the #1 team in the state, Belleville Tigers, but no reason for Clarkston to hang their head today. They played great, and that just proves that they can contend with any team, including the best of the best in the state of Michigan. Final score from Tom Adams Field: Belleville 35, Clarkston 28. I'd like to thank you all for tuning in to Independence Television for this year's coverage of the 2024 Zenith Prep Kickoff Classic. Taking a look at matchups coming up for both teams. Belleville improves to 1-0 on the season. They start the season off right, and they will play Livonia Stevenson on September 6th in Livonia. Kickoff there is at 7. And as for Clarkston, their tough opponents don't stop yet. They will take on defending state champions Southfield Arts and Technology away on September 6th. Kickoff also at 7 o'clock p.m. Well, that'll just about do it for us at Tom Adams Field today. I'd like to thank you so much for tuning in to Independence Television as the Belleville Tigers stun the Clarkston Wolves in heartbreak fashion by a final score of 35-28. For the entire crew at Independence Television, our wonderful producers, Matt Blow, John Elke, Matt Legato, our multimedia specialist, Hannah Gray, and our production assistants, Jeannie McElwain and Ben Kowalski, running the camera in the press box today. Thank you so much for your help, Ben. I'm Michael Rosenkrantz saying so long and have a wonderful night, everybody.